Hello everyone, this is Dr. Surya. Today we are going to see continuity equation in 3 dimensions. So we are going to consider a fluid element who is having a length of dx, dy and dz. Okay, so you can see here dx, dy and dz, and this is going to be the fluid element length, and it is in the direction of x, y and z. And let you consider that inlet velocity component in x, y and z direction be u, v and w. So velocity component in x, y, z be u, v and w. Okay, so now we are going to determine the mass of fluid that is entering the phase A, B, C, D. Okay, so what is mass? We can simply write that density is equal to mass by volume. So mass is nothing but density into volume. Instead of density I can write it as rho into volume. So what is volume actually? Volume is nothing but area, we can call it as discharge or area into velocity. So rho into area into velocity. Okay, now mass of fluid entering the phase A, B, C, D. So you can see the phase A, B, C is here, D. So consider this phase, some fluid is entering into the phase A, B, C, D. So what is that mass of the fluid entering into the phase A, B, C, D? So according to the formula, it is density into velocity, area into velocity. So I can write it as density into velocity in x direction, since because it is entering like this, so this will be in x direction. So velocity in x direction into area of ABCD. Okay, so rho into velocity in x direction we have taken as u, and if you take A, B, C, D, if you take this particular box, it is going to be dy and dz. So this is going to be dy and this is going to be dz. So dy into dz, can keep this is equation 1. Now what is the mass of fluid that is leaving the phase EFGH? Okay, so some fluid is entering to the phase A, B, C, D, and some amount of the fluid is going to leave the phase EFGH. So what happens is the same, what is the inlet that is entering plus additional of some fluid element will be going out, because this is a controlled volume, that is fixed volume in space, and something which is entering, so additional amount of certain amount of fluid will be added to it. So we are going to take into account of it. So this is nothing but the same amount of fluid, rho into u into dy into dz plus some additional amount, so which is nothing but dou by dou x of rho u into dy dz. So adding to this element into, it is going in x direction, so it is dz. So keep this as equation number 2. Now similarly we can write that what is the gain. Suppose what will be the gain? Some amount of mass of fluid is entering inside the fluid and certain amount is entering outside. So therefore gain of mass in x direction is going to be mass through the phase EFGH minus mass through ABCD. So which is equal to rho u dy dz plus dou by dou x of rho u dy dz into dx minus rho u dy dz. So I am taking, this is equation number 2 and this is equation number 1. So this and this will get cancelled. So gain of mass in x direction is going to be dou by dou x of rho u dy dz into dx. Okay, So keep this as equation number 3. Similarly, so what is the gain of mass in x direction and what is the gain of mass in y direction, z direction? So now for y direction it is also going to be the same, which is dou by dou y of rho into, instead of velocity we will be having v. Rho, instead of u I am writing v because this is in y direction. Rho v dx dz into dy. This is be equation number 4. And gain of mass in z direction is equal to dou by dou z of w into dx dy dz. This is going to be equation number 5. So we are assuming that there is no accumulation of the mass. So we are assuming the above quantity must be equal to 0. So I am going to add all the gain of mass in action. So which is 3 plus 4 plus 5 will be equal to 0 because I am assuming that there is no accumulation of mass. So the above quantity must be equal to 0. So dou by dou x of gamma u plus dou by dou y of gamma v plus dou by dou z of gamma w into dx dy dz is equal to 0. Okay, now I can, since because it is 0 and all the terms are common, so I am omitting this dx dy dz. So dou by dou x of gamma u plus dou by dou y of gamma v plus dou by dou z of gamma w is equal to 0. Suppose the fluid is incompressible. If the fluid is incompressible, then gamma will, rho will be constant. So fluid is incompressible means rho will be constant. So you can omit that. So it becomes dou by dou x, dou u by dou x plus dou v by dou y plus dou w by dou z is equal to 0. So this is the continuity equation in 3 dimension. For 2-dimensional flow, you can put w is equal to 0 for 2D, since because there will not be the flow in z direction. So it becomes in 2 dimension it is dou u by dou x plus dou v by dou y is equal to 0. So this is continuity equation for 3-dimensional flow and this is continuity equation for 2-dimensional flow. Now let us see a problem. So water flows through a pipe AB of 1.2 diameter at 3 meter per second and then passes through the pipe BC 1.5 meter diameter. At C the pipe branches. Branch CD is 0.8 meter in dia and carries 1/3 of the flow in AB. The flow velocity in branch C is 2.5 meter per second. Find the volume rate of flow in AB, velocity in BC and the velocity in CD and diameter of CE. Okay, this is what is given to us. So I have written the given data. So I am taking the flow rate of the pipe AB is equal to Q. So they have asked to determine the Q. They have asked to determine the VBC. They have asked to determine VCD and also they have asked to determine the DCE. And they have given that the flow rate through CD is equal to Q by 3. So flow rate that is QCD, they have given the value of QCD as this is going to be QAB. I'll keep it as QAB. QCD is equal to Q by 3. Okay. Now we have to draw a diagram. So I have drawn a diagram something like that as per the given. So water flows through the pipe, they have given AB, so which is having a diameter of 1.2 meter and then they have passes through a pipe of dia of 1.5 meter. So this will be having a larger diameter. At C the pipe is getting branches, so I am writing like this. I am keeping this to be Q1, this is D, and this is E. So let this be Q2. Okay, so here the velocity is given to us as 3 meter per second, and this CE is given as 2.5 meter per second. So this is what we are going to find. Now we have to determine the volume flow rate of AB. That is, they have asked us to determine the QAB. It is going to be very simple because we know the area. By using the diameter we can get the area, as well as velocity is also given to us. So the first one is very easy, that is volume rate of flow in AB. Volume rate of flow in AB, so which is my QAB is equal to VAB into AAB. So VAB is given to me as 3 and area is pi by 4 into 1.2 square. So 1.2 is meter is the diameter of the pipe AB. So my QAB will be equal to 3.393 meter cube per second. So this is my first answer what I have to determine. Next is that I have to get the VBC. So next they have asked me to determine the VBC. So how can I determine the value of VBC? So for here we are going to apply the continuity equation to pipe AB as well as pipe BC. So what amount of quantity is entering in AB will be the same amount of water that is entering in BC also. So as per the continuity equation, so I am determining the second one. As per the continuity equation, it is QAB will be equal to QAC, or sorry, QBC. Okay, which is already QAB I have determined as 3.393, and here it is going to be the velocity is the one I am going to determine, and area is going to be pi by 4 into 1.5 square. So the only unknown is going to be VBC. So from here I will get my VBC as 1.92 meter per second. So the second one we have determined as 1.92 meter per second. Next is that I have to get the value of VCD. Okay, so if you take VCD, so take from the equation VCD, if you take it, I have taken that VCD to be Q1, or the flow rate in the pipe CD is going to be Q1, and they have also told that it is 1/3 of the flow is flowing. So you can see here, so CD of diameter 0.8 meter, it carries 1/3 of flow. So this diameter is 0.8 meter and only 1/3 of the flow is flowing, that is, which means that QAB by 3. So 1/3 is flowing, or QAB by 3 or QBC 1/3 of the flow is flowing here. So we can take it here. Okay, so QCD I am taking it to be Q1, which is nothing but QAB by 3 or QBC by 3. So which is nothing, 3.393 by 3, which is 1.131 meter cube per second. My QCD is nothing but VCD into ACD. So VCD value is the one I have to determine, and QCD value I have determined as 1.131. VCD into pi by 4 into 0.8 square. So the only unknown is going to be VCD. So VCD is going to be 2.25 meter per second. So the next thing, they have asked us to determine the diameter of the pipe at CE. So you can view the pipe. So this thing we have to determine the what is the diameter of DCE. So for this we can get the value of Q2. So Q2 is nothing but, what is this Q2 here? So generally the total value is Q. Q will be equal to Q1 plus Q2. Am I right? Because this value is entering here is Q. So Q is equal to Q2 plus Q1. So Q2 will be equal to Q minus Q1. So this is very simple. So fourth one, Q2 is equal to Q minus Q1. So which is 3.393 minus 1.131. So which is 2.262 meter cube per second. So this is Q2 or QCE is equal to 2.262 meter cube per second. Similarly, we have to get the diameter of the pipe. So which is QCE is equal to velocity of CE into area of CE. So QCE value is known to me as 2.262. VCE value is also known to me. It is given as 2.5. Instead of area, I can write pi by 4 into DCE square. Okay. So from this I can get my DCE value as 1.00735 meter. So this is the answer. Thank you. Happy learning.